Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashi, double honors unto the elder apostles at great milestone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the saints that I came across the world. Now, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 1, subtitled The Law of Burnt Offering. Titled, not subtitled. The Law of Burnt Offerings, right? And Yahweh called unto Moses and spake unto him out of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, which is sons of Israel, it says in the Hebrew, and say unto them, If any man of you bring an offering unto Yahweh, ye shall bring your offering of the cattle, even of the herd, and of the flock of sheep, herd of cows and stuff, ox and stuff like that. Cattle is all of them in between. Not in between, all of them in together. Cattle, definition of cattle. A large ruminant animals with horns and cloven hoofs, domesticated for milk, meat or milk, or as beasts of burden, cows and oxen. Yeah, that's it. And flock is talking about sheeps. Flock of sheeps. Let me see. Yeah, you have a flock of birds also, but yeah. Yeah, birds of the same feather flock together. You won't see a bunch of geese chilling with ducks. Only if they only if Esau grew them up together. But I'm talking about in the wild. You're not gonna see that. Right, going on. If his offering be a burnt sacrifice of the herd, let him offer a male without blemish, meaning without spots and stuff like that, without inconsistencies, without a blemish, a small mark or flaw, which spoils the appearance of something, right? Blemish. Yeah, this is blemish, and this is non-blemish. You can clearly see the Photoshop here. I can clearly see that. That's photoshopped. Right. Yeah. This is blemishes. This is without blemish. This is what makeup does to females. It makes them pretty. Ooh, magic. Magic, I tell you. Witches. Yeah, this is what makeup does. Oh, this is not makeup. This is some kind of... You get the point. Right. Just look fucking terrible here. Look like a bum. He shall offer it of his own voluntary will at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before Yahweh. And he shall put his hand upon the head of the burnt offering, and it shall be accepted for him to make an atonement for him. Atonement is making good for your sins. Definition. Sorry. Atonement. The action of making amends for a wrong or injuring. Right. If you did something wrong. In this case, against Yahweh. In the burnt offering. And he shall kill the bullock, which is of the herd. Here. A bullock is, of course, a bull, meaning a bull cow, a male cow. Not this, but this, a male cow. And he shall kill the bullock before the Lord, and the priests, Aaron's sons, shall bring the blood, and sprinkle the blood round about upon the altar, that is, by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he shall flay the burnt offering, and cut it into his pieces. And the sons of Aaron and the priests, shall put fire upon the altar, and lay the wood in order upon the fire. And the priests, Aaron's sons, shall lay the parts, the head, and the fat, in order upon the wood that is on the fire, which is upon the altar. but his inwards and his legs shall he wash in water, and the priest shall burn all on the altar to be a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto Yahweh. And if his offering be of the flocks, namely of the sheep, which is the sheep, the flocks, or of the goats, which is the goats, flock of sheep, flock of goats, for a burnt offering, he shall bring it a male. He shall bring it a male without blemish, and he shall kill it on the side of the altar northward before the Lord Yahweh. And the priests, Aaron's sons, shall sprinkle his blood round about upon the altar, and he shall cut it into his pieces, with his head and his fat. And the priest shall lay them in order on the wood that is on the fire, which is upon the altar. But he shall wash the inwards and the legs with water, and the priest shall bring it all, and burn it upon the altar. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto Yahweh. And if the burnt offering for his offering to Yahweh be of the fowls, then he shall bring his offering of turtle doves, or of young pigeons. Right. Now, what is a turtle dove? Which is this one? A turtle dove doesn't eat meat. You have those city pigeons, right? Those city pigeons just eat meat. They will eat everything. They're scavengers. And then you have different type of turtle doves, of course. You got the brown one. Then you got the kind of colored one. I have never seen this one in my life. I have never like in the flesh. I have never seen this one in my life in the flesh. I haven't even seen pictures. This is the first time I've actually seen pictures of this. These ones are just in my neighborhood. I could just spot them. But this one, I never seen this one before. This one is in my neighborhood too. This one. Now he doesn't eat meat. They only eat insects, and they only eat, how you call those things? I don't even know if they eat insects. I think they do. Yes, I think they eat insects. But I do know that they eat berries. Because they're always in the little trees and stuff like that, eating. I have seen them eat berries, so I know they eat berries. This one is what they eat. Right. Now these are the ones that I know they eat because I've seen them eat it. Which are on the trees. So I know them to eat that. And this one they eat also, which is a different one. They're kind of different. These grow right here on the street too. Right. So I know that these two doves are clean, but not this one. I don't think this one is clean, man. City doves. Yeah, these ones. I don't know, man. They will eat anything, man. I don't think this one is clean, man. I'm telling you. Might be some kind of GMO pigeon, or some kind of crossbred pigeon from the not an ancient time, but from the old days. They crossbred them or whatever. I don't know, man. But these will eat anything. Feral pigeon. The feral pigeon will eat. They will eat their own kind if you just cook it. If you bake it for them and throw it for them to eat, they'll eat it. But these two, they will not eat meat whatsoever. It doesn't matter how good you make it. It needs to be fruit or berries and stuff like that. Or if I'm correct, they eat ants. If I'm correct. Going on. Or two young pigeons. Or of young pigeons, sorry. And the priest shall bring it unto the altar, and wring off his head. Now this is what they do when you in the culture thing. They wring off the head of the birds, mostly chicken, and burn it on the altar, and the blood thereof shall be wrung out at the side of the altar. Right. They do this in the voodoo world. They use the chickens in rituals and stuff like that. Voodoo rituals. And they wring off the head. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't want to come up, but I'll just go. You can picture it for yourself. You can imagine it for yourself, right? Verse 16. And he shall pluck away his crop with his feathers, and cast it beside the altar on the east part, by the place of the ashes. And he shall cleave it with the wings thereof, but shall not divide it asunder. And the priest shall burn it upon the altar, upon the wood that is upon the fire. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto Yahweh. And the word savor is not to be mixed up with savior. Savor means taste, good food or drink, and enjoy it to the full. A characteristic taste, flavor, or smell, especially a pleasant one. So all these things are pleasant smells unto Yahweh. An ox, a cow of the herd, or a sheep, or a goat, or a turtle dove. But when you're doing rituals and stuff like that, then they will use most likely a chicken. Yeah. But you're supposed to actually, sorry, I'm yawning. But you're supposed to actually use the two doves that I just showed. I don't even know where they are right now. Where is it? Yeah, I clicked it away. Don't even know where it is. Yeah. You already know because I showed you. I showed you the two ones that I was talking about. Where is it? It's somewhere here, man. Yeah, this one. Oh, I got it. These ones. Yeah. So that's it. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. I would suggest it would be these two because this one doesn't eat meat, and this one also doesn't eat meat. But the city slicker, the feral dove, these eat meat. They just eat everything you throw at them. But this one, he doesn't eat everything you throw at them. The common wood pigeon. I don't even know these names, but the red-eyed dove. But yeah, like I said, these are the ones that you see them always in these trees, and they love to eat berries. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna say, I know I was just reading, looking. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.